Hong Kong quite often working with the churches there. And so I would pick up technology over there. You know me, I'm a techie. And there was this one place I always bought my cell phones. And he would always say, "Oh, it's good to see you again, my good friend. I have a very special price for you because you're my good friend." And so I never shopped around because I was his Suki. But I learned a tremendous, tremendous lesson about Sukis. Sukis sometimes means you're being foolish because you're not checking the prices of the places. So on one occasion, I walked up and he said, I said, "I'm looking for this phone." He said, "Oh, I have a very good price for you because you're my good friend." Well, later I was walking around and I walked into a Fortress. It's kind of an electronics shop in Hong Kong. And I found it several hundred Hong Kong dollars cheaper at the Fortress. And I remember thinking, okay. So much for believing that somebody considered me a friend. You see, a lot of people call you friends because they need something you have, or they want something that you can produce for them, or the influence that you bring to their life. Proverbs 20 verse 6 says, "Many will say that they are loyal friends." He said, many will say this. They will say, "We're your loyal friends." But who can find one who is truly reliable? Who can find one who is truly reliable? You know what I've learned in my short life? There's a lot of people who say they're friends, but when they can't get anything from you anymore, when they find one little thing about you they don't like, they're not your friend anymore. When I was a young man, I remember my grandfather telling me, just as a young man, he said, "Davy, if when you die, you've had 5 really good friends," he said, "you will have had a very blessed life." And I was in high school at the time, and I said, "Grandpa, I have hundreds of friends." He said, "No, Davy, you have hundreds of acquaintances. They're not your friends." You know, I listened to Grandpa, but I really didn't understand it too much later in life. There are people who call each other friends because misery loves company. They have a common enemy like Pilate and Herod. There are others who become friends because they want to exploit something that you have, or they want the influence of being around your life. But a reliable friend is someone who's always at your side, but they never put you before God. God is always first. Their loyalty always goes up. But as long as you're living for God, that person is at your side. Those are the kinds of friends we need to pray for in Jesus' name.